No.
Should I eat it? Just started off.
Mm.
Because I wanted should I eat it started all over so you used to see the courtroom. The courtroom in the
I see
background.
it, yeah, but the devil no course, I know it's better.
Mr. Durham, we're just waiting for your attorney to appear, okay?
Yes, I'm trying to get pulled up. It was up.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, it's good. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
That my baby Jelly boy.
Something ain't right here. Oh, okay. I'm seeing I was. Oh, I'm good. I ain't seeing no picture. All I'm seeing is this. I guess it'll come in.
Ouch. I keep forgetting about my arm. Oh, gosh.
I'm in the right courtroom.
Are you in Lisa's courtroom?
I were. I got courtroom 1.
Courtroom
No.
4.
4.
Okay.
You're supposed to be in courtroom 4. You say you know? She said courtroom 4. That's where you're supposed to be, courtroom 4. Where you got right now.
Here.
For Lisa Martin?
Yes, I think it is Lisa Martin.
Yeah, Lisa, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the one I'm on.
Okay, you're in the right one.
So we
Okay.
must get the right one.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Westland, they go to court with my friend Laura, her son last week.
Mhm.
They going inside. Well, I don't know why they just don't do it that way.
Mhm.
Good morning, Josh. How are you?
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
So I'm the VOP counsel for today, and I got a notice about a sentencing hearing before Judge
Oh.
Martin at 9:45.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah,
I
Christopher
didn't see it on the
Campbell.
docket.
Yeah, yeah, he's here. I mean, he's at here, but he's on the docket.
Okay,
At
good.
Yeah, 9:45.
All
Nice.
right.
So, okay.
I'll go ahead and Miss Rapp had not sent me anything or sent me all the notices of everything for today, but it didn't look like anybody had requested counsel as of yet.
Okay,
Is it all sentencing today?
that's what I have, yeah.
Okay. Now I'm getting video arraignments. Something screwed up.
No, but you're in the right, Judge Martin is doing the videos. The arraignments. So you're in
Okay.
the right place.
I did not realize I was arraignment counsel. Perfect.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
No, no court, get 8:30.
Oh, Marianne. Good morning, Mr. Hadley.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you, sir?
Doing quite well yourself.
I am super. I expected you to be in costume this morning.
I am playing a lawyer.
Mm.
No,
No,
I
I don't know
actually
how
see
Mr. Durham and Miss Downs feels about that.
exactly. I don't think Mr. Durham or Miss Downs wants to see a lawyer in a Batman mask this morning, Your Honor. Although it might be preferred over this thing.
Oh, there you go.
If you're ready, have you had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Durham this morning?
I have not yet.
Oh, okay.
My apologies. I'm kind of looking through.
Judge, that's Mr. Kaplan. The two that are on the screen are Mr. Kaplan's.
Yeah, the only one I've received so far this morning, Your Honor, is on a defendant, Chad Poole.
I thought that when you were assigned the sentencing, you did the sentencing for the day.
I'm not sure how it works. I know I have a sentencing that's up before you today.
Kaplan's here.
I know.
Mr. Durham, you should see an invitation to join a breakout room on your screen. If you can click on that, please.
Okay, join.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I need the assistant building manager. Upstairs, where do you know? Oh, he's upstairs at this desk up here. Oh, I'm super. How are you?
We are all ready on Mr. Durham.
I have something beeping up here in the courtroom. I don't know what it is. It's battery powered. So when you talk to him, that's what I'm calling about. Oh, no, I'll walk outside when I get done with this case. No, no. I'll stick my head out the door in just a second. Thanks. Bye.
This is 22 HR 065520G. This is Huron Township versus Gregory Durham. May I have your appearance, please?
Your Honor, Joshua Kaplan on behalf of Mr. Durham, will you state your name for the record?
Gregory Durham.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the sentencing in this matter. There was an offense date of June 18, 2022. Mr. Durham appeared before this court on August 11, 2022, and entered a plea of guilty to operating while visibly impaired. As is this court's policy, Mr. Durham was referred to the probation department for a PSI and sentence recommendation. The court has received and reviewed that recommendation along with the police report and other documents provided by the probation department. Mr. Kaplan, you had a chance to discuss the PSI with Mr. Durham?
Yes, Your Honor, I did note corrections to the report. We are going to request that this honorable court adopt the recommendation.
Thank you. Mr. Durham, is there anything you'd like to say on your behalf before the court imposes sentence in this matter?
Yes, ma'am. I'm wondering how I get back before the work. Do I get a permit to drive?
Mr. Durham, I discussed with you, I apologize, Your Honor. I discussed driving, all the driving things with Secretary of State, not with this honorable court.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mr. Durham, it is not this court's policy to lecture an adult about behavior, but when the court puts you on puts you on bond, and a condition of your bond is that you not purchase, possess, consume alcohol, and one of the indications in the PSI from Mr. Stephen Hicks is that you continue to drink after that
No.
condition of bond was imposed, that is a cause for concern. But it's out in the hallway. But sir, what the court will do is adopt the recommendation put forth by Agent Stephen Hicks. We'll place you on 6 months of probation with all oversight fees associated with that. We'll impose a fine of $300, cost of $100, there's $75 mandatory crime victims fee. There's $50 mandatory state cost, $20 fund fee, restitution to Huron Township of $241. You will need to complete 24 hours of community service within that 6 months of your probationary period. You'll attend a level 1 alcohol education program or engage in outpatient treatment beginning within the next 30 days and follow all recommendations of that program and provide documentation to the probation department. You will not purchase, possess, consume alcoholic beverages or controlled substances without the court approval. And you will submit to random testing of at least 1 time per month with ETG or as directed by probation. You will make payments of all of your fines, costs, and oversight fees during the period of your probation. The probation department will be in contact with you in a few days using the same phone number and email address that they've used previously to set up your payment plan, help you get connected with community service opportunities if you need it, and provide information regarding the alcohol education program. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Kaplan?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Durham?
No.
Mr. Durham, thank you for being timely this morning. Good luck to you, sir. Please understand that the court is here to assist you. If you have any questions regarding your probation or need any assistance in being successful on probation, do not hesitate to reach out to the probation department, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.
Want to do just clear it up?
Your Honor, we're also ready on Ms. Downs. I've spoken to her.
Thank you. This is 22SU007420D. This is Sumter Township versus Janice Marie Downs. May I have your appearances, please?
Your Honor, Joshua Kaplan on behalf of Ms. Downs. Ms. Downs, will you state your name for the record?
Janice Downs.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for sentencing in this matter. There was a date of offense of April 24, 2022 in Sumter Township. Ms. Downs appeared before this court on August 11, 2022 and entered a plea of guilty to the reduced count of operating while visibly impaired. As is this court's policy, the matter was referred to the probation department for a PSI sentence recommendation. The court has received that and reviewed the police report, the driving record, and the criminal history in this matter. Mr. Kaplan, are you ready to proceed with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor. We did receive the recommendation from Mr. Stephen Hicks. We are requesting that you adopt that recommendation. No changes, subtractions, or deletions to the original report.
Thank you. Ms. Downs, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf before sentence is imposed in this matter?
No.
Thank you. The court will adopt the recommendation of Stephen Hicks, who found that Ms. Downs will not be placed on probation, but ma'am, what the court will do is impose a fine of $300, cost of $200, there's $75 mandatory crime victims fee, $50 mandatory state costs, $20 fine fee, that's $770. Ma'am, the court is also imposing restitution to Sumter of $125. There are 24 hours of community service for you to complete. Please have that done within the next 6 months.
Okay.
Ma'am, you can reach out to the court's collection department to set a payment plan in this matter, or you can log on to the court's website. There's a contact us button that you can hit. It'll do a drop down and you can submit a request for a payment plan.
Okay.
Anything else in this matter, Mr. Kaplan?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Anything else, Ms. Downs?
No, thank you.
Good luck to you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
I
Honor. Have a
no
great.
idea where it was coming from. You too, Mr. Kaplan. I was in my office and I could hear it. And when I came out here, it didn't even occur to me that that's what it was. Thank you.
So like, no, maybe when somebody shut down, that was on Zoom.
I wasn't
If you heard it in
even,
your office, it must be
thank you.
from Zoom,
Oh
right?
my
Does that make
gosh.
sense?
Yes, makes perfect sense.
And I'm like,
Because I was like, what do we have this battery powered?
well, this is all hardware. I'm like, it sounds like a fire alarm. So if you heard it, I'm guessing somebody on Zoom had a fire, right? One of their fire alarms was chiming off. But if you heard it again, let me know.
Thank you. Mr. Hadley, somebody's fire smoke detector was dying. It sounds so loud. It sounded like it was actually here in the courthouse.
The beep beep will drive you insane.
Yes.
Well, I had one of the apartments I lived in when I was going to school at Arizona State had paper thin walls. And I think during finals, I just about was my breaking point where they had one of those batteries that needed to be replaced. Woo!
That's why I
Was
called
also doing
Garcia
the
here
same
because I
thing.
could hear it in the hallway. I'm sorry, what did you say?
During the interview, it was doing the same thing. So that's been going on for at least a week.
Oh no. Oh, and Mary Ann, I was 100% wrong. They did have me scheduled for both today. It's just we don't have any VOPs.
Yeah. Cool.
That makes more sense. I'm like, I get it. I was same place, same judge. We're good.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, I mean, doing them. Yeah, it does make sense actually.
Good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I sure can. What is your name, please?
My name is Lonnie Weisenstein.
Thank you.
I was supposed to have a 9 o'clock Zoom meeting. I'm down here at my attorney's office and he's not in his office yet. I don't know what to do.
He may sign on, in a different device. I don't know. We'll just wait. It's only 9:01. So
Okay,
just,
I've been down at his office since like 20 minutes before I know I was supposed to be signed in, 15 minutes, early. But I've been down here and there ain't nobody in the office.
you're okay. Yep. Just stay where you are. You're fine.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. You're good.
Mhm. I understand that you're in your car, driving around, moving around, but please treat this like you're in court. So the smoking and the cap, when your case gets called, be prepared,
Okay.
okay? If you want to turn your video
Okay.
off until your attorney comes, that's fine.
Okay. I'll stop video.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We'll walk over to Mo's, get a
Dave wasn't down there. I'm on.
Thank you.
Mary Ann, Campbell was a diversion, wasn't he? That's why I can't find him on the docket. I just figured it out. It was a 769.4A. And I think that once the plea goes in on those, it gets
Okay. No.
because I
one-
was starting to freak out a little bit. I'm like, I told this individual that they need to be here today, and I'm like, did I tell them the wrong day? No, we're a-okay.
Everything's working out. You're just picking away at it and it's all good.
I did just let Andy know. I left my cell phone at home today, so if you guys need to reach me for any reason, I mean, you know how to get a hold of me. I'm right here, but please call the office line today.
Okay.
I pulled a oops.
Okay. Are you lost without it?
I didn't think I didn't think I was, but I'm starting to be a little bit. I'm realizing I've got like I didn't know how to get a hold of Royce this morning.
Jeez.
Those kind of things. I'm like, oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
kind of dependent on the phone numbers that are stored within that sometimes.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
But no, we'll be fine.
Good morning, Mr. Coots. How are you?
Good, yourself?
I'm well, thank you. Do you need a breakout room with your client or are you all set?
We're all set. I just spoke with him on the phone. Has there been any changes? Because I think the reason why this was put over for a sentencing date was for a letter to go out to the alleged victim. So I just want to know if there was a response or not.
Shannon, do you know the answer to that? Or Judge?
In which case, ma'am?
Mr. Coots' case?
Brzezicki.
There was a letter. Sorry, hold on one second. No, there was no response received.
Okay.
Are you ready, Mr. Coots?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
This is 22HR06516 BOT. This is Robert Ryan Brzezicki versus, I'm sorry, Huron Township versus Robert Ryan Brzezicki. May I have your appearance, please?
Thank you. Robert Coots on behalf of Mr. Brzezicki, 43430.
State your name for me, please, sir. Oh. Mr. Brzezicki?
He's trying to unmute.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Ryan Brzezicki.
Thank you. Today's the day and time set for sentencing in this matter. You were last here on September 8th, 2022. Your case was originally charged as a felony to stop or identify after property damage accident which occurred on July 10, 2022 in Huron Township. The court sent the matter to the probation department to send a letter to the alleged victim in this case to see if there was any restitution sought. That letter went out on September 21st, 2022. The court has not heard a response from that person, being Hannah Lynn Binford. The court will not take up the matter of restitution. That remains an outside issue that Ms. Binford may pursue on her own, but for purposes of sentencing this morning, Mr. Koo, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
The only thing, Judge, is that this is I've known Mr. Brzezicki for some time now, and this appears to be out of character. I believe that he panicked and used poor judgment at this point. This is, like I said, this is out of character for him.
Thank you. Sir, the court will impose minimal fines and costs in this matter. It's a $100 fine, $100 in costs, there's $75 mandatory crime victims fee, $50 mandatory state costs, and $20 fund fee. That's $345. Sir, do you need more than 5 days to pay this amount?
You guys accept credit card?
Yes, sir, we do.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Do you guys accept credit card?
You're fine. Yes, sir, we do.
Then no, I can pay it today.
Well, it'll take a day or so for the file to be processed, so I would say wait until at least tomorrow. But I'll send the file downstairs with a notation that you have 5 days to pay, okay?
Am I gonna do it? I'm sorry, Your Honor. Am I going to do this over the phone, or do I have to go to the 34th and pay it at the window? Is the court offices open?
Our offices are open, yes, sir.
Okay,
8 to 3:30.
okay.
Anything else?
Nope, that'll be all.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Have a good day. Good to see you, Mr. Cruz.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
Are we ready with Ms. Rogala?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
This is 22 HR 06127 BOD. This is Huron Township versus Jacqueline Nicole Rogala. May I have your appearances, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Bill Clovis, P38434, on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Rogala. Also, could you please identify yourself?
Jacqueline Rogala. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am. Today is the day and time set for sentencing in this matter. There was an offense dated July 11, 2022 in Huron Township, at which time Ms. Rogala was charged with operating while intoxicated. Ms. Rogala appeared with her attorney before this court on September 22nd, 2022, and entered a plea of guilty to the reduced count of operating while visibly impaired, as is this court's policy. Thank you, sir. The matters were referred to probation for a sentence recommendation. Sir, you've received that report and recommendation from the probation department?
Yes, Your Honor. I also sent a copy to my client when I received it, and we both went through it this morning prior to the court calling this case. Find it true and accurate, nothing to add or delete from it. We would like to say a few comments prior to sentencing.
Absolutely, sir. Proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. My client, since this offense, has abstained from all use of alcohol. She had quite a period of time of abstinence and not drinking. On this occasion, she did, and it resulted in her arrest. We pled guilty. The plea bargain that was offered, we pled guilty to. She took full responsibility of it, and with this court has shown that. She appeared for the interview and conducted with the interview with probation. The probation made a recommendation. We would be in agreement with the recommendation, Your Honor, certainly, with the exception of number 6, condition number 6 on it. My client works at the airport, Wayne County Airport, and we would respectfully request that as long as she's good with and not in violation of any random screens that are given to her through probation or anyone else, that she not be placed at this time on an alcohol monitor. Thank you, Your Honor. Certainly, we respect whatever opinion that the court gives concerning this sentence. And I believe she has a bond, cash bond, that was posted in the matter. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There is someone here from the probation department. Ms. Rapp, have you had a chance to review the recommendation from Mr. Hicks
Yes, Your Honor.
and ask for paragraph number 6? You heard the attorney's argument regarding the request not to adopt paragraph 6, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you'd like to say?
This is the defendant's third offense. Although the other one was in 1999 and 2003, it is a pattern. So this is her third one and it is cause for concern.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Just as a response, if I may, Your Honor, I believe the one's 25 years, nearly 25 years ago. And the other is quite a length away. Almost 20 years on the other one. Oh, and she is enrolled, I'm sorry, just to highlight, she is enrolled and was enrolled prior to the court hearing through Downriver Guidance, and she sees a psychologist weekly.
Thank you, sir. Anything else?
Nothing else, Your Honor, from us.
Thank you. The court has had the opportunity to review the recommendation as well as Ms. Rogala's criminal history and the police report in this matter. As indicated by Ms. Rapp, the court has concern that this is her third drinking and driving offense, although the prior two have been quite some time ago. Her BAC or PBT on this one was 0.209 and the actual blood came back at 0.197, which is cause for great concern. The court, sir, though, here's your argument regarding the alcohol monitoring and won't waive it in its entirety, but will reduce it to 30 days.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir. The court will also impose a fine of $300, cost of $100. There's $75 mandatory crime victims fee. There's $50 mandatory state costs. There's a $50 show cost fee, a $50 warrant fee, $15 administrative fee, $20 fund fee, $206 reimbursement to Van Buren Township. Your client is to provide documentation of her treatment through the Guidance Center within 30 days of today's date and continue to follow any recommendations from the Guidance Center. She will not purchase, possess, consume any alcoholic beverages or controlled substances without the court's approval and will submit to random testing of at least once per month or as directed by probation. As indicated in the recommendation, the ETG will be suspended while she's on alcohol monitoring. She will be placed on 12 months of probation and pay all oversight fees associated with that probation. She will work with the probation department to establish a payment plan for the fines and costs in this matter. Anything else on behalf of your client, sir?
Nothing, Your Honor, other than how will she set it up with probation? Is it by, should she call? Should she appear in person?
Probation department will reach out to her at the phone number and email address they previously used to be in communication with her.
Okay, and Your Honor, may we have any bond applied towards the fines and costs?
Absolutely, sir. She had a bond totaling $380. It was a $230 transfer from the A file and then the $150 posted in this file.
Great. Thank you, Judge. We have nothing further. You have a pleasant day.
Thank you. Good luck to you, Ms. Rogella. If there's anything that the probation department can do to help you be successful in your probation, please reach out to them, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, sir. What's your costume, Miss Rap?
I did bring a hat in.
I'm coming downstairs.
I'm a witch.
I hope there's some people dressed up.
A probation witch. The worst kind of witch possible.
Now.
Nope, there is a lot of people dressed up.
Oh, good. This morning is flying by. Where is Mr. Day? Oh, Mr. Coops was very prompt. Wow. Holy smokes. And Judge Hadley, have you talked to Huron Township? Have they?
They contacted me. They were looking to pull an officer in off the road. So I've got two of them. I've got Justin Collins and Chad Poole. We're just waiting on an escort to bring them into the Zoom room so I can meet with them before we go before you.
Okay.
But
Love
they
to brought
just
the files up.
yeah, give you a heads up. About 5 minutes ago, they gave me the 10 to 15 minute window, so we should be about 5 to 10 minutes away
Okay.
by my count.
Thank you.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
What does a baby mobster look like?
She had a little black and white striped shirt, little black pants with suspenders, and a fedora.
A
Josh,
fedora?
My granddaughter's 8 months old, and they have a theme with their friends, and they were mobsters this year. And I was telling Judge Martin, my granddaughter's a mobster. A little fedora. You'll get a kick out of this, Judge. My brother, he shows dogs. Remember the Burger Picard that I told you? And they had a show yesterday, and they all dressed up, and my sister-in-law and the two dogs dressed up as uniforms. Even my sister-in-law. I would love to see some of those dog costumes. I bet they were great.
I love it.
Did Susie go to her place today?
No, she's at home.
Yeah.
With this nasty, yucky weather, I can't imagine they would be outside a lot, so.
Yeah.
Checking for leaks.
Oh, I know.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you, sir. Mr. Hadley is here. We'll get you into a breakout room so that he can speak to Mr. Collins.
Hey, Mary Ann, I've had a chance, or Andy, whoever's handling the in custodies, my bad. I've spoken, had a chance to speak, I'm sorry, with Justin Collins. Do you want me to meet with both of the incarcerated individuals before I bring them both in, or how do you guys want me to do that?
The judge is sitting in my office and she said, go ahead and meet with them.
Do them both first? Okay, I'll be back in just a moment then.
And Josh, I just wanted to let you know, Mr. Campbell is here too. So whenever you're ready and done with those.
Do all three of them. Perfect.
All right, thanks. No, just you'll do Huron first and then go in with Campbell.
Okay, very good.
Judge, here's Huron. Okay, thank you. Ma'am, who just signed on under Samsung, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, what's your name, please?
Christina Heath.
Thank you. What case are you here for?
Christopher Campbell.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Good morning.
Haven't seen your attorney yet, still a little early. You're scheduled at 10, but as soon as he gets here, we'll get your case called and get you back to your day, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Let's see, as soon as Huron comes back,
And my guess, Your Honor, is we'll probably have Chad Poole first based on the order of how I met with everybody.
okay.
I'm trying to move them back in right now. There we go.
Mr. Poole,
Hello.
hi, this is 220674FY. This is State of Michigan versus Chadley Poole. May I have your appearance, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley appearing on behalf of the defendant, Chad Poole.
Mr. Poole, state your name for the record, please, sir.
Chad Lee Poole.
Mr. Poole, today is the day and time set for the felony arraignment in this matter. You've had the opportunity to meet with Mr. Hadley.
I'm sorry.
I said, today is the day and time set for your arraignment in this felony matter, sir. You've had an opportunity to meet with Mr. Hadley.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hadley, how are we proceeding with the arraignment in this case?
Your Honor, we'd like the court to enter a plea of not guilty at this time, and we're prepared to address bond.
Thank you. Mr. Poole, you have an absolute right to be represented by an attorney in this matter. If you're unable to afford an attorney through your own resources or that of family and friends, the court is able to appoint one for you. Attached to the front of your file was a petition for court-appointed attorney. The court has signed that, and you will be assigned an attorney going forward. That attorney will not be Mr. Hadley. That attorney will use the phone number that you provided on your petition to be in contact and communication with you. There is a recommendation from Huron Township that your bond be set at 5,000, 10%. Mr. Hadley, your comment as to bond in this matter.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Poole has informed me, in fact, that he's actually retained counsel already. It's Mr. Zach Glaze. This offense happened back in May of 2022. We do believe that we need to, and I'll get to bond, Your Honor, but just a couple housekeeping matters. I believe that 34th may have the incorrect mailing address for Mr. Poole. Mr. Poole is actually now, my understanding is living in an address in Woodhaven, not Romulus.
We
So
have
I'm not sure.
Woodhaven address for him.
Yeah, what the current address would be. Mr. Poole, can you state your current address, please?
Yes, it's 26820 Reum, Reume, Woodhaven, Michigan.
Okay, very good. So, Your Honor, we believe, again, Mr. Poole looks forward to addressing this issue head on. As I said, he has retained private counsel. He's gainfully employed full-time at Davy Tree as an arborist and a licensed landscape specialist. The day he was actually picked up on this warrant, he had just returned from Florida after approximately about a month of doing hurricane relief work down there. So again, he wants the court to know, and I want the court to know, that he has not in any way tried to abscond or not show up for this. As soon as he was aware that he had a warrant out, which was when he was stopped by law enforcement, he's fully complied with everything from that point moving forward. We would ask that the court consider a PR bond in this matter, just again on the fact that he does have retained counsel and has taken all the steps to move forward. In the past, he's had a few speeding tickets with this court, and he's always shown up for everything voluntarily and on time.
Mr. Hadley, you said the retained attorney's name is Zach, last name is?
Glaze is my understanding. Is that correct, Mr. Poole? Glaze?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Hadley, the court appreciates your advocacy on behalf of Mr. Poole, but given the fact that the allegations against Mr. Poole include resisting and obstructing a police officer who was in the course and scope of their duties, operating on the roads while intoxicated, the court has some concerns about public safety in this matter and will adopt the bond recommendation of the police department, set Mr. Poole's bond at $5,000, 10%. Condition of bond is that he not purchase, possess, consume alcoholic beverages during the pendency of this matter. The next court date in this matter will be the PCC, which will be on Wednesday, November 9, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. in number 3 with Judge Green. The case number again is 220674 FY. Next appearance date, November 9th at 8:30 a.m. Anything else, Mr. Hadley?
No, Your Honor. Thank you for the bond order. I would just like to one factual point. Mr. Poole did share this with me to assure this court about the safety of the community. The resisting obstructing involved no physical dispute with the law enforcement. It was a failure to follow verbal commands. So just wanted to reassure the court about the public safety component of that. And thank you for your time.
Understood. Anything else as relates to Mr. Poole from here on?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you,
No, Your
sir.
Honor. Thank you, sir.
And if the court's prepared, Your Honor, we have Mr. Collins who will be taking a seat in front of the camera now.
We do. In that case is 220729 FY, State of Michigan versus Justin Charles Collins. Your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley appearing on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Justin Collins.
Mr. Collins, state your name for the record, please, sir.
Justin Charles Collins.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for your felony arraignment in this matter. Sir, you've had the opportunity to meet with Mr. Hadley.
Yes.
Mr. Hadley, how are we proceeding with this arraignment?
Your Honor, we would just like to put in, a not guilty count at this point in time as to both count 1 and count 2, and we're prepared to address bond.
Thank you. Mr. Collins, you have an absolute right to be represented by an attorney in this matter. If you're unable to afford one on your own or through your own resources or that of friends and family, the court is able to appoint one for you. Attached to the front of your file was a petition for court-appointed attorney. The court has signed that and you will be assigned an attorney going forward. It will not be Mr. Hadley. It will be someone else who will use the phone number that you provided to be in contact and communication with you. There is a recommendation from law enforcement that Mr. Collins receive a bond of 10,000, 10% due to the seriousness of the offense. There was a weapon involved. There was a child in the vehicle at the scene. There's an allegation that Mr. Collins struck a police officer. The police department is asking that he have no contact with the victim on the TV count and that any firearms in his possession. It says prohibited from being in possession of the firearm, which the court will take as being a surrender to the police department. Mr. Hadley, what say you as to this bond recommendation?
Your Honor, we would just note that Mr. Collins has a clean criminal record. There was one contact as a young adult with a HIDA that he successfully completed. He's full-time, gainfully employed with Superior Hardwood Floors. And we don't really have an issue so much with the bond amount, more of the practical component that Mr. Collins doesn't have anybody to come post bond. His wallet that he has money and access to funds in is about a mile down the road. So I am looking for maybe a creative solution on how we can get potentially a PR bond, maybe being held in abeyance while Mr. Collins goes and retrieves his funds to post said bond. But I think we kind of got him stuck in a position where he doesn't have anyone who can come post, but he does have funds.
His bond, his wallet is a mile down the road.
That's my understanding. Is that correct, Mr. Collins? Is that you have,
Yes.
you know,
I live approximately 1 mile down the road and it's in my truck, which should be unlocked.
so I guess that's sort of our obstacle, Your Honor. And we would state that, again, with the charges, the nature of what's going on, we understand the need for bond, but it's more of the practical component of really, again, how we're going to get Mr. Collins to said funds to be able to post the bond. We would just ask that you consider that. And again, maybe ordering a PR bond to allow him an opportunity to go out and get this. Yeah, I don't really have a great workaround for that one, Your Honor.
Respectfully, Mr. Hadley, the court does not either, and the court would be surprised if Mr. Collins did not have someone who he can reach out to go to his unlocked vehicle and retrieve the funds necessary to post. And that's a phone call or phone calls that he would have to make. As in the prior case, the court has concerns about the public safety aspect when the allegation is that Mr. Collins did actually strike a police officer who was in the course and scope of their employment at the time. Coupled with that is the allegation of a domestic violence claim at the same time as striking a police officer. The court will adopt the recommendation from the police department, set Mr. Collins' bond at 10,000, 10%. Condition of bond is that he have no contact with the complainant, count number 2, that being Sherry Lynn Andreski. Sir, I understand that there are children in common, but no contact means no contact, no direct contact, no contact through social media, no contact through third persons until this matter is resolved or the court has the opportunity to review that bond condition for ease of effectuating visitation between the parents. As for the request from Huron Township that you not purchase or possess firearms, I'm not sure how the police department would like to effectuate that. Do you make an arrangement to go and retrieve any guns he has, officer, or what do you do?
Any other guns he has? How many other guns do you have?
I have one other weapon. It is a shotgun for hunting. And I believe they took possession of the other weapon I have. Correct, okay.
We just ask that he surrenders it to the police department. Until
Within
this
what
case-
period of time, sir?
You could have it today if you wanted.
Whenever he gets out, he seems like he's pretty, I would
okay with
say,
that.
within 3 days of being released.
I would also like to put on count, her name isn't Sherry, it's Shannon.
It is Shannon.
It is Shannon and Drezel, not Sherry and Drezel.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. So no contact with Shannon. Surrender
Understood.
firearms to the police department within 72 hours of release. Your next appearance date will be your probable cause conference on Wednesday, November the 9th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. That will be with Judge Green in courtroom number 3. Again, this file number is 220729 FY. Next appearance date, November 9th at 8:30 a.m. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Hadley?
No, Your Honor, thank you for your time.
Huron Township, do you require anything else in Mr. Collins' file?
This time, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Good luck to you, Mr. Collins.
Thank you.
Your Honor, my sincere apologies. What was the case number on Mr. Collins?
220729 FY.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Have you spoken to Mr. Campbell or are you going into a breakout room with him?
If we could just have a few moments with Mr. Campbell real quick.
Absolutely, sir. Mr. Weisenstein,
Yes, Your Honor.
sir, have you heard from Mr. Day? Take your cap off for me, please, sir. Have you heard
Um,
from Mr. Day?
I haven't heard from him. I did see him last week on another matter for the FOC, but no, I even went down to his office this morning and I walked right in and there was nobody there.
Well, Mr. Weisenstein, this is 220141 FT. This is State of Michigan versus Lonnie Ronald Weisenstein. Today is the day and time set for your sentencing. Sir, you were timely. You were actually early in this case. The court cannot proceed without your attorney of record being present with you, but I don't want to hold you here any longer, given the fact that, again, you did appear timely.
I was
What
like,
would like to do.
I was like a minute late, Your Honor. I was like, I didn't get in until like 9:01.
Mr. Weisenstein, respectfully, the court deems that as timely, trust me. But what I was trying to suggest is that the court does not want to penalize you because your attorney has not appeared this morning. What I'd like to do is actually adjourn this matter and see if we can figure out what happened with Mr. Day and get a new date for you.
Okay.
Do you have the date, Shannon?
The next available date that we have is November 14th at 8:30.
November 14th at 8:30 a.m. Notice will go out to Mr. Day, and that will be on Zoom. I have a jury trial that day, so long as Mr. Day is prompt, we'll get your sentencing done, Mr. Weisenstein. I have a few more cases this morning, so if he pops on, I'll ask him to reach out to you and we'll just recall the case and get your sentencing completed, okay? Otherwise, I'll see you on November 14th.
Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, Mr. Bowditch.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Vincent.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Your
How
Honor.
are you, sir?
I'm alive, so things are good so far.
When Mr. Miller pops back out, there we are. This is 22SU004860D. This is Sumter Township versus Jeremy James Miller. May I have your appearance, please?
Michael Vincent on behalf of Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller, unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please, sir.
Jeremy James Miller.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for sentencing in this matter. There was an original offense date of April 17th, 2022 in Sumter Township. Mr. Miller appeared with his attorney on September 22nd, 2022, and entered a plea of guilty to the reduced charge of operating while visibly impaired. As is the court's policy, the matter was referred to the probation department for a sentence recommendation. Mr. Vincent, have you had the opportunity to review that information and recommendation with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was it factually accurate, sir?
Yes, I would like to point out, though, that the stuff about him having some problems with alcohol, hangovers, vomiting, that was basically him in his early 20s. And he told me he tried to be completely honest and square with with probation, but that's not what he's doing now. He's not being hungover and puking and all that sort of thing. I just want to point that out. Mr. Miller is a serious businessman in a very important type of work. But other than that, I think it's a very good report.
Thank you, Mr. Vincent. The court remembers Mr. Miller well, remembers the comments, Mr. Vincent, that you made at the end of the plea regarding, excuse me, Mr. Miller's son being aware of these charges against him and the impact and effect that it had on him. The court will adopt the recommendation of Stephen Hicks. Mr. Miller will not be placed on probation, but what the court will impose are fines of $300, cost of $300, reimbursement to Sumter Township of $125. There's a $75 mandatory crime victims fee, $50 mandatory state costs, and $20 fund fee. That's a total of $870. As recommended by Mr. Hicks, the court will also impose 24 hours of community service, which Mr. Miller will have to complete within the next 6 months. You don't have to wait the 6 months to complete it, Mr. Miller, but that's just at the outside, 6 months to have those 24 hours done. That total is $870. So are you able to pay that within 5 days, or do you need a payment plan?
No, I'd be able to pay it within 5 days. Do I just come to the court, or I guess I would find all that out?
You can come to the court, you can pay it online, or you can mail it into the court. I would suggest you wait a day or two so that the file can be processed, and then you can, like I said, you can either go online and pay it, or you can call or bring the payment into the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, as far as community services go, my prior job, I saw two organizations that really help people: Catholic Social Services and the Salvation Army. Is it that type of community service that my client would be doing?
Absolutely, sir.
All right.
And if Mr. Miller does not have an agency that he's already affiliated with, he can reach out to the probation department and they can help get him connected to a nonprofit that would be acceptable in this court size.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Vincent?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Miller, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is 220606SM. This is State of Michigan versus Christopher Michael Campbell. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley appearing on behalf of the defendant for sentencing. Defendant Mr. Christopher Campbell is here via Zoom. Mr. Campbell, can you state your name for the court, please?
Yes, it's Christopher Michael Campbell.
Thank you.
Thank you. As indicated by Mr. Hadley, today's day and time set for sentencing in this matter. There was an original offense date of August 27, 2022 from from Van Buren Township. Mr. Campbell appeared before this court and entered a plea of guilty to the sole count in this matter of domestic violence. The plea was taken pursuant to MCL 769.48. The court referred the matter to the probation department for proof of the alcohol and substance abuse treatment and to notify the complainant, Ms. Christina Heath, so that she would have the opportunity to appear and make any statement that she wanted to make to the court. Ms. Heath did submit a letter to the court on August 18, 2022. Ms. Heath, please know that this court has read every word of the 2-page letter that you submitted. Ma'am, is there anything else you would like to say to the court before sentence is imposed in this matter?
Just that since the last hearing, Mr. Campbell has relapsed with his drinking again. He is currently in rehab. I actually received a call from his work because he didn't show up to work for a whole week and nobody could find him. And it's gotten to the point where I've had to block his family because I've gotten messages asking me to go pick him up from the hospital and that I would be paid to do so, even though there's a no contact order and everyone knows there's a no contact order.
Anything else, Ms. Heath?
I mean, I don't know if I can recommend it, but I know he's, because we share a daughter, and so I have concerns about relapse for the fact when he visits my daughter, we don't have custody ruling set up yet because our hearing's at the end of next month. But however he can be monitored with his drinking, because I'm nervous about letting my 4-year-old be with him.
Anything else, ma'am?
No, ma'am. Or no, Your Honor.
Mr. Hadley?
Your Honor, I know it's not the time and place to start disputing facts and getting into arguments, but after speaking with Mr. Campbell, we would refute any of the statements made today about falling off the wagon or relapses. It's my understanding that Mr. Campbell is actually coming up on a 60 days sober or has just hit that landmark. Last time we were before this court, he was involved in Maple Grove treatment program. He's been discharged. Again, when we discussed the child in common between the parties, my understanding from my discussion with my client is that actually had been going as well as could be expected at this, kind of early stage in things. So we would just ask this court to adopt, the 12-month of probation under the 769.4A and allow Mr. Campbell to start moving through the probation requirements while he continues to comply with his substance abuse treatment programs as well.
Thank you, Mr. Hadley. As previously discussed by between the parties, Mr. Campbell would be placed on 12 months of probation. The court will impose fine of $500, cost of $200, crime victim fee of $75, state cost of $50, fund fee of $20. All oversight costs for his probation will order that he complete a 12-week anger management course. If Mr. Campbell is already doing testing through New Horizons, he will continue that testing. If he is not and is unable to produce documentation sufficient to satisfy probation that he is testing, the court will make as a condition of his probation that he test random alcohol test. There had been a no contact order with Ms. Heath, which had been amended to allow contact solely regarding the minor children. Mr. Hadley and Mr. Campbell, the court has some concern that Ms. Heath in her letter to the court indicated that Mr. Campbell may have been making efforts to have inappropriate contact with Ms. Heath through that minor child. And I would just caution Mr. Campbell that if Ms. Heath presents to the court sufficient information to show that your communication and contact with Ms. Heath is more than regarding the minor child, the court could consider that a violation of your probation, and we would have a whole nother hearing regarding your failure to comply with this court's orders. Understood, sir?
Understood, Your Honor.
Anything else in this matter, Mr. Hadley?
No, Your Honor. Again, Mr. Campbell looks forward to complying with the court's orders moving forward, and we appreciate the court's time.
Thank you. Mr. Campbell, good luck to you, sir. I hope things are working out for you at New Horizons. And if there's anything that this court can do to help you be successful on this probation, do not hesitate to reach out to the probation department. It is our goal that you can successfully complete this court's probation, okay?
Yes, I appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
And Ms. Heath, thank you for joining us this morning, ma'am. Good luck to you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Still quiet on any new arraignments on my end at this point, Your Honor, just as a heads up.
Well, Andy, I'll step off and sign what you sent over for Mr. Collins and Mr. Cole.
Yeah, that was the extent of my conversation, like 10 seconds long.
Mary Ann,
Yes, hello.
I am ready on Mr. Whaley when the judge is, and when Mr. Engel appears, I've already spoken to Mr. Engel, so I'm ready on both.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
This is HR 08299 AOD. This is Huron Township versus Lamar Whaley. May I have your appearances, please?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Whaley. Mr. Whaley, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Lamar Whaley.
Thank you.
Mr. Whaley, would you turn your video on, please, sir?
Yes.
Thank you
Your
much.
Honor, today is the date and time set for sentencing in this matter. I have reviewed the pre-sentence report. I have reviewed it with Mr. Whaley. We find it accurate, no additions, no deletions, no corrections. We would ask the court to respectfully adopt the recommendations of probation.
Thank you. There was an offense date in this case of August 26, 2022 in Huron Township. Mr. Whaley appeared before this court on September 22nd and entered a plea of guilty as charged in this matter. No, I'm sorry. It was not. It was charged of operating while intoxicated and pled to operating while visibly impaired. I'm sorry, Mr. Bowditch is right on the ROA, in the body of the ROA, but it's not right on the file. I just want to make a note that we fix it on our end.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's right on the blue form. It's just not right on the white. Okay. The court has had the opportunity to review the recommendation, the criminal history, the driving record, and the police report in this matter. And Mr. Bowditch, unless there's something else you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
The court will adopt the recommendation put forth by Stephen Hicks and place Mr. Whaley on 12 months of probation. Will impose a fine of $500. No. That's not right. Sorry, Mr. Bowditch. A fine of $300, cost of $100. There's crime victims of $75. There's restitution in Huron Township of $241. There's crime victims of $75. There's mandatory state costs of $50. There's fund fee of $20. There are the oversight fees associated with the 1 year of probation. There's a recommendation that he serve 30 to 60 days on alcohol monitoring, given the fact that this is his second drinking and driving offense. The court will impose the 60 days of alcohol monitoring. Mr. Whaley will attend a level 2 alcohol education program or engage in substance abuse treatment beginning within 30 days of today's date. Follow all recommendations of that program and provide all documentation to probation as requested and directed. Mr. Whaley will not purchase, possess, consume any alcoholic beverages or controlled substances without the court's approval and will submit to random testing at a minimum of once per month with ETG or as directed by probation. The ETG will be suspended while the alcohol monitoring is in place. He will be fingerprinted at the Huron Township Jail within 30 days of today's date and provide documentation to the probation department. He will make equal monthly payments of the fines, costs, and oversight fees associated with his probation. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Whaley, the court wants you to be successful in probation. If there's anything that this court can do to be supportive of you in completing the steps of your probation, do not hesitate to reach out to the probation department. Have a good day and good luck to you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Whaley. Your Honor, if there is a Mr. Engel with us, we're ready.
I had not seen Mr. Engel this morning.
He should be here, Your Honor. I spoke with him last night.
Should be.
I gave him all the appropriate information.
Thank you, sir. He is scheduled at 10:30, Mr. Bowditch. It's now just 10:27. The court's policy is 15 minutes after the scheduled start time. So if you want to go dark, if you have something else to do, we'll wait until about 11:15 to see if Mr. Engel arrives timely.
No, Your Honor, I'm fine, but I might take the time to give him a call.
Okay, do that. I'm going to step away. So if in my absence he appears, Marianne will get you connected with him and I'll be right back upstairs. Thank you, Mr. Hadley.
Your Honor, for the in-call arraignments, I think we're done for today. It's looking like probably. Do you want me to go ahead and just hang tight, or do we anticipating maybe a little more action?
I saw some action in your left hand. I haven't heard anything from Andy, so I'm not sure. Not the strobe light effect. I love it. Thank you, sir.
You know, I'm just hoping we get some of the kids to come pick up some candy bars, because if it went like last year, I think I ended up having about 65 like full-size candy bars because we only got like 8 trick-or-treaters, but we'll see what
Oh,
happens.
wow.
Yeah, Hazel Park. We just thought we'd had a lot of them, but been kind of quiet.
I
Well-
don't think Andy has a microphone. I will meander downstairs, but I haven't received any email from her that we have anything else.
Very good. Your Honor, I'm
our
gonna keep
way.
it. I'm gonna keep parked by my desk for the next half an hour because I left my cell phone at home. So if Andy or Shannon or the court needs to reach me, please just call me at the office and I'll be here.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. Are you Charles Engel?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, sorry.
Hello, Mr. Engel.
Yes, sir, sorry.
No, we're fine. We're fine. We're good.
Okay.
All we're gonna do now, you understood what I told you yesterday. We talked about last night.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, as soon as the judge comes back, all that's gonna come to play, I believe.
Okay.
We're
Sounds
simply
good.
gonna ask the judge to adopt the recommendations that you and I reviewed last night.
Okay.
Good?
Yep.
All right. So let's, you can comb your hair. We got a couple seconds.
That's what my boss had me go do a few things this morning, and I just made it back. I'm like, oh, man.
I left you a message, but we're good.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All
I'm
right.
glad you called last night. Man, I didn't get a thing or nothing about it.
Well, we're good.
Okay. I appreciate it, sir.
All right, mute yourself and relax for a couple minutes, and when the judge gets back, we'll get you in and get you out.
All right. Yes, sir.
Judge is
Thank you.
back.
Oh,
I was just going downstairs to drop off files, Mr. Bowditch.
Your Honor, we are ready on Mr. Engel.
This is 22SU00700 OD. This is Sumter Township versus Charles Lee Engel III. May I have your appearance, please?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Engel. Charles, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Charles Lee Engel the third.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, today is the date and time for sentencing in this matter. I have reviewed the report with Mr. Engel. We do find it factually accurate. No additions, no deletions, no corrections. We would ask the court to respectfully adopt the recommendations of probation.
Thank you, Mr. Bowditch. There was an offense date in this case of September 12, 2021 in Sumter Township. Mr. Engel was originally charged with operating while intoxicated. He appeared before this court and entered a plea of guilty to the reduced count of operating while visibly impaired on August 11, 2022. As is this court's policy and practice, Mr. Engel was referred to the probation department for a sentence recommendation. The court has had the opportunity to review that recommendation, along with Mr. Engel's criminal history, his driving record, and the police report in this matter. And as much as defense attorney indicates that there are no additions, corrections, or deletions necessary and finds the recommendation of Agent Stephen Hicks to be appropriate, the court will adopt that recommendation, place Mr. Engel on 12 months of probation with all oversight costs associated with that probation, impose a fine of $300, cost of $100, $75 crime victims fee, $50 mandatory state costs, $20 fund fee, $125 restitution to Sumter Township. Mr. Engel will serve 60 days on the alcohol monitoring, which will be at his own expense. He will engage in substance abuse treatment beginning within 30 days of today's date, follow all recommendations from that treatment program, and provide documentation to the probation department as directed. He will not purchase, possess, consume any alcoholic beverages or controlled substances without the court's approval, and will submit to random testing with a minimum of once per month with ETG as directed by probation. The ETG will be suspended while Mr. Engel is on alcohol monitoring. He will be in communication with the probation department to establish a payment plan for his fines and costs in this matter. Anything else on behalf of Mr. Engel, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Engel, the court wants you to be successful on probation. So if there's anything that this court can do or the probation department can do to help you be successful in probation, please do not hesitate to reach out and ask for help, support, or assistance, okay?
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Have a good day, sir. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you. You have a great day, both of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Engel. You call me if you have questions, brother.
All right, yeah, I appreciate it. You're
Thank you.
helping me out a lot. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Engel. You're free to leave.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, I believe that completes my responsibilities.
That does, sir. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank you,
good day.
Judge. Have a nice Halloween.
You too. Mr. Hadley, I stopped in and saw Andy when I was downstairs. She said there's nothing else in the hopper for arraignments.
Okay, excellent. And normally I would just go about it, but I haven't, like I said, left my cell phone at home today, so I didn't want to be in the car and miss one.
Okay.
Have a lovely Halloween, and we'll see everybody real soon.
Take care, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Hi, Josh.
Bye, Marianne. Bye, Andy.
Thanks, Shannon. Thank Mr. Grant.
You're welcome, Your Honor.